Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red, the Dragon Tamer run, and we are about to take on the Lightning American, isn't that what they call him? This guy was like, yo, champion making. People refer to him as the Lightning American, and doesn't he talk about like how he used to like electrocute people to death on the battlefield or some shit? I'm like, seriously. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red, the Dragon Tamer run, and let me tell you this, you better be happy, because instead of getting and playing Digimon Time Stranger right now, I'm playing this, and enjoying it, might I add. I'm just gonna go rage. We're gonna go raging. I don't anticipate this being too complicated of a gym, to be perfectly honest. Alan Grant and Wiggly are both particularly beefed up. They're over-leveled for this point in the game, and Wiggly knows Dig, so I'm really not worried. I really like you. That used to be on our hold music at work. At some point, well, no, our hold music at work. Like, I can remember when I started there first, our hold music at work was like, there was like a handful of like random songs that just have stuck in my memory. One of them was like Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash, right? Which, I'll be honest, like, as hold music goes, you can do an awful lot worse. Like, it's kind of interesting enough to keep you stimulated, while also having that kind of, you know, it just meanders along kind of a quality to it. So there was that. There was Under the Boardwalk, but like not the original Under the Boardwalk. It was like the Tom Tom Club Under the Boardwalk, which is funny. Like, it's just a funny song. So like, and you have to imagine if you're sitting there on wait or on hold, and then you're like listening to Under the Boardwalk. I'm trying to think of like what else there was. Those are the two that like stick in my memory very vividly. And then at some point they kind of made it a little bit more up to date, right? And one of the songs that became part of the waiting music or the hold music was I Really Like You by Carly Rae Jepsen, featuring Tom Hanks in the music video. I'm pretty sure I have told this exact same story before. Like, I've told you all about the hold music. Because there was that other Owl City song on it, which was like a really bizarre pick. Like, when you think of like, oh, and memorable or like iconic Owl City song to put on hold music, you think, oh, maybe they'll put in Fireflies, or maybe they'll put in like the one actually with Carly Rae Jepsen, the It's Always a Good Time or whatever, like, or that one. And then like, or even like Vanilla Twilight. That's a good song. Like, I don't know, but no, it was like this one that was from. Is it called the Ultraviolet EP? I'm just like looking out the window to see if the cats are okay. Rex Rap defeated Rocker. Fried. Wiggly. I'm not going healing in this gym. I'm not going leaving this fucking gym. Not having any fucking Merlot either. But yeah, is it called the Ultraviolet EP? It's on Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. I think it's called the Ultraviolet EP. I can see it in my mind. It must be, because what I see in my mind when I think about it is like this black like album cover with like a Wiggly dug a hole. And like this kind of like heat spectrum. I don't know whether to call it like a color spectrum or a heat spectrum on the front of it. Anyway, you'll have to go look that up yourself. You'll have to go look that up yourself. How many potions do I have? Because I'm fixing to just use a fucking potion on Alan Grant here. And you know what? Another one. I might as well use them now rather than use them in the battle. Like, I wonder how far I could get with just raging. Well, no, first I need to solve this fucking puzzle. Give me enough chance to talk about the Ultraviolet EP. But there's this song on it, and I can't remember how, like, like the rest of the song goes, but there's like a part of the song, the chorus, that goes like, it's something like, I cried and the tears fell from my eyes like a waterfall, like that. And that song was on our hold music, and I'm like, nobody knows this song. Like, nobody is going to... The first electric lock opened. So it can't be that one, right? It can't be any of the ones I've already chosen. So doesn't it have to be, like, one of these? Can you believe, like, however many 30 years later, and I still don't... Well, 27 years since I played this game. 27 years later, and I still don't know how to solve fucking Lieutenant Surge's dastardly evil test. Lieutenant Surge's evil test. I've got you now, Rex Rap. You'll never pass my evil test. I'm like... like that... Finally! Oh my god, I passed Lieutenant Surge's evil test. If you want to know what I'm referring to there, and believe me, you want to know, believe me, you won't live long in combat. I tell you kids, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis, the same as they'll do to you. That sounded less like Lieutenant Surge and more like that weird Giovanni from like the flashbacks that, or like the hallucinations that Meowth has. It's like, oh, the boss will be so happy that we brought him this pseudo-budo that sits in the corner that he'll say, I'm gonna give Team Rocket a big raise. He just looks like he's pooping. He's pooping. Okay, time to rage. Alan Grant. Alan Grant does get angry. Like, he's a guy in Jurassic Park. He gets angry more than the average guy, right? Like, he gets angry in Jurassic Park 1. Like he's just angry in general at the idea of what's going on to a certain extent. But like in Jurassic Park 3, he like goes off. Like in Jurassic Park 3 when he finds out that the guy who was his protege or whatever, like when he finds out that he had like the raptor egg the whole time, he like goes off so hard that the guy is like, I feel so guilty, I need to like die by pterodactyl, I need to face death by pterodactyl to repent for my sins against Alan Grant. Oh my goodness, oh my damn, they going ham. Oh, I never told you about Lieutenant Surge's evil test. Here I thought that like, where did Raichu get this tan all of a sudden? Back from his vacation under the hole in the ozone layer, it's Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. What is this? The speed rose. The temp is rising. If this guy fucking ices me now, I'm gonna... I'm gonna go crazy. He's giving me the Thunderbolt. I can't believe it. He's giving me the Thunderbolt. Anyway, Lieutenant Surge's evil test. I've definitely talked about this before as well, so if you've heard this one before... Oh, now he's going easy on me. He's taking the easy way out. Oh no, now I'm paralyzed. And I don't even have any potions because I used them all. Okay, that's how it's done. There's this amazing Retsupre, featuring, I can't even remember what the guy's name is, what the Let's Player's name is, but he's very endearing. Like, the Let's Player is very earnest, like, and very likable and very endearing. He just is doing his thing and he's having fun playing Mario 64. But this guy is, like, so wacky. Like, he's a very zany sort of Let's Player, but in a very authentic way. Not like back in the day when, like, Let's Play became very cringy and people were just being zany and wacky in a put-on sort of way, right? Anyway, he's there talking about... he has this whole, like, narrative built up around he has this whole narrative built up around how Bowser is talking to Mario or something, and how, like, I think it was, like, was it Rainbow Ride or whatever, one of those, or Tick-Tock Clock, one of those, like, awful levels at the end of the game, and that was apparently Bowser's evil test, and he's like, Alright, Mario, you'll never pass my evil test. Like that, or Mario. It was just like, it was just really sweet, but kind of fun, like funny as shit, because the guy is like so serious about it, he's so earnest about it, that I'm just kind of like, I love this dude, right? Anyway, Bowser's evil test, it's so iconic. Malkovich has grown by 7 levels, aren't I great? Do you know what, I'm just gonna take this guy out now. What level is Malkovich? Malkovich. Level 17. Do you know what? We're like getting there. Do you at least know tackle now? Can you tackle somebody off the New Jersey Turnpike or something? Yeah, you can. There we go. Tackles. Oh god. Oh my god. Anyway, Lieutenant Surge's evil test. We've passed it with flying colors. Anyway. So yeah, Digimon Time Stranger, I'm kind of like, I've been wanting to, there was like a phase when that game was out first, and I had like serious mofo of like, serious FOMO, I think was the serious, like made me say mofo instead of, I was a serious mofo, or maybe Digimon Time Stranger is a serious mofo. But I had serious FOMO about missing out on Digimon Time Stranger. Oh, I should have like seen what kind of shit they have in Vermilion City to buy instead of in this podunk town. Anyway, and then I kind of forgot about it because it wasn't on the Nintendo Switch, even though I was like, this is a Nintendo Switch game. I have a feeling that maybe they just didn't bring it out on the Switch at the time because they didn't want to. There was some game that I felt like, oh, maybe they don't want to compete with this. I need like super potions at this point, right? There's nothing that I want to catch anytime soon, right? So I might as well buy a few repels and spend all me money. I might as well, can I sell any of my shit? I sell shit. I sell shit. And I got the Thunderbolt TM. And now, finally today, it's released on the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm like, oh, do I really want it? And I kind of do, but the same fervor isn't there that I had before for Digimon Time Stranger. There was a time when I was like, I was like SpongeBob SquarePants under the geodesic dome. I was like, I need it. Why are you still standing patrolling this here like you're fucking Midwest safety or some shit? Like, they got robbed. Like, whoa, we was robbed. And I already got their TM back. He doesn't want it. The guy doesn't want it. You can go home now. Okay, so do I have any freaking Pokeballs? I only have this Great Ball, which isn't worth it. I need to catch something that knows Flash. Back to the mart we go. This is like when you go to, like, this happens all the time when you go to like the shop and there's like that one thing that they don't have that you need, but you already have like all of your fucking shopping inside in the basket or whatever, and you're like, well, do you know what? Like, I end up getting all of this stuff here, and then I have to go to the other supermarket just for, like, that one thing, right? That they didn't have here. How awful, you know? Like, how awful. But yeah, Bowser's Evil Test, it's a classic. So Digimon Time Stranger, I might get it. I'm strongly considering it. The thing is, like, I'm doing that shit again with, like, Yoshi's Mysterious Book, right? Where I'm on, like, the last world. I could probably finish it today in about an hour if I really wanted to. Yeah, we've got Malkovich out. I've got my Malkovich out. Hey, babe. When Malkovich evolves, you're all gonna be sorry. I can tell you that much for nothing. Do you know what? Malkovich might be a candidate for the rare candy. Like, what else am I going to use this rare candy on at the end of the day? Malkovich is definitely a candidate for it. Don't send in Cutman. And I didn't check how long I've been recording for. So what's new? I was kind of wondering, maybe this isn't a topic to start talking about now all of a sudden, but I've kind of been wondering, like, what is my wish list for Pokemon Winds and Waves? Like, there's some stuff that is going to happen, right? Because they just can't help themselves. Like, so I'm not going to be, like, utopian in my expectations and be like, oh, I wish that they would, like, have a story that doesn't revolve so much around the box legendary or whatever. Like, I'm not going to be utopian and wish that. I don't think that's as bad anymore, even. Like, I think Scarlet and Violet was a huge step in the right direction as far as the story is concerned. Finally, we're not saving the world. Like, so happy that Scarlet and Violet just, like, completely took the saving the world angle out of this shit, you know? So, like, I would like if we stuck with that, if Pokemon continued not to be about 10-year-old boy saves the world, you know? Because I feel like Gen 3 was about as far as I was willing to go with that. Like, 4 is alright still as well, but, like, 5, 6, 7, I'm kind of like, 7's alright, I guess, but it's kind of like, really? 8, I think it just, like, outright is a blight on the rest of the game, that they shoehorn in this whole, like, oh, now we're saving the world from Rose's nuclear power plant or whatever. I'm like, fuck off. So if we could stick with that, I would be very happy. Can you wake the fuck up? This isn't go the fuck to sleep, this is wake the fuck up now all of a sudden. Sleep in Gen 1, I tell you. And he's using my own technique against me. I'm being wrapped and slept. So, like, that's definitely on my wish list. So wait a second, he has me caught in the wrap, and then he can just sleep me. Well, wait until you get wrapped by me. Just wait until the wrap is on the other foot, right? Wait until you're being wrapped by the wrap god. So like, that's definitely on my wish list. They're going to have some sort of gimmick. I wonder whether they might just be like, I wonder if they'll just keep it simple and be like, okay, now there's, like, Mega Evolution is here again. I wouldn't be surprised seeing it's like they're after making a big deal out of Mega Evolution being in Champions and Mega Evolution being in, is that Teleport Mario? Teleport Mario! Teleport Mario! I swear. Yes! That's another thing from that Bowser's Evil test. So I wonder, will they just have Mega Evolution in it? You know? I'll be honest, like, Mega Evolution, I know people love it, but I'm really not the biggest fan of it in the grand scheme of things. Like, I don't like... It's the best of a bad bunch, I suppose, when it comes to these gimmicks, you know? But I just think I'm kind of almost annoyed that Chimecho now gets Mega Chimecho, because now they can't do anything else with Chimecho. It's like, now we can't evolve Chimecho. The only thing they can do is, like, some crazy crap, like have like a regional Chimecho that then evolves or something. So it's kind of, like, annoying in that regard, but especially when I think, like, I kind of love Chimecho, Mega Chimecho's design. It is kind of just like Bronzong 2 though, isn't it? Like, is there much difference between Mega Chimecho and Bronzong? I'm kind of like, not really. So yeah, Mega Evolution, maybe they'll just stick with that. I think the things that I really would like, I have two, like, that I would love to see, right? The two that I would love to see, which would make a big difference for me, are, one, I like the idea of the different, like, things that, different stories that are going on that they have in Pokemon Scarlet, and the open world that you can do anything in any order, but then, like, implement level scaling. Implement level scaling with everything. It's not that hard. If they can do it in Final Fantasy VIII, then they can do it in Pokemon Winds and Waves. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. You know, just implement level scaling at that point. And then, like, the other thing is, like, because, like, I want to be able to fight the gym leaders in any order, and for them to be like suitably challenging no matter what order I do them in, right? So that's one thing. And I guess you could say that the second thing that I want is in the same vein, right? Which is one thing I want. Actually, I have another thing that I just thought of as well. One thing I really want, and I've wanted this for a long time, is I want the option to turn off the like friendship-based shit, right? And what I mean by that is like it kind of pisses me off when I feel like I win something, I win a battle or something like that, just because it's like, oh, Jumpluff held on with 1 HP so you wouldn't be sad. You know what I mean? That kind of pisses me off because it's not the way I want to play the game. And I'm like, yeah, have that in it if you want, but have it be something that you can turn off. You know, have it be something that I can switch off if I don't want to use this, you know? I feel like if that, like, it sounds so small. I don't hear people talking about this that much, right? Is focus energy broken in this game? I feel like doesn't focus energy actually in this game reduce your critical hit chance, and they didn't fix it until Pokemon Stadium. I remember reading that somewhere. So like that is definitely one. The other one, which is crazy, which I never noticed until recently, because I kind of got bitten by the bug for playing on set mode. You know, I've kind of got bitten by the bug for that. I think ZA was a big part of it, because they just send out the Pokemon and you fucking deal with it, you know. But now playing this on set mode as well, I've really been enjoying. Okay, where can I find a fucking Voltorb? Isn't Voltorb up here somewhere on the way to Rock Tunnel? Voltorb or Magnemite, one of them is, I think. What the hell is this weird? What are you doing down this dark alley here? Oh, come on, dude. Down in his fucking cruising spot down here on the road to Rock Tunnel. Like, but what I was shocked when because I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet again a lot recently. Like, for a game that was so divisive for me, I've played it so much, actually. Probably because of it, because it's been out for so long now. Lol. Hilarious, I love it. Probably because it's been out for so long now, but are you just gonna get, like, shellacked by my dig now? Oh my god. He didn't stand a chance. Cruise this. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Oh yeah, but like in Scarlet and Violet, when I went playing it again recently, I was horrified to discover that you can't change this. For the first time ever, I'm pretty sure that's the first time you can't change the setting from shift to set. And I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, are we gonna fight this with Malkovich? No, I'm not doing I'm not doing this. I had high hopes. I had to have high hopes for a living. But yeah, so like those are three things where if they just kind of tightened those up a little bit, I'd be really happy. I'd be really happy. The other thing that kind of like I find I kind of like and don't like is that in Pokemon Scarlet is how there's a certain point where kind of like catching and training your Pokemon becomes insignificant because you can just catch everything. Like, so evolving them and breeding them and stuff almost becomes less significant. Hang on, I just need to check the cats. Okay, I'm back and they're inside and they're happy. Yeah, I don't know how to like describe this effectively, but it's kind of like... Do you know what I mean? What I mean is that, like... How should I put it? Like, I think you had this in the wild area a little bit. And in the dens, right? But only in the wild area otherwise in Pokemon Shield. But, like, if we take an example like Gengar, you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain point where you're like, what's the point in catching Ghastly and evolving it into Gengar if there's just a Gengar walking around there? You know? Or, like, what's the point in catching a Duskull and like going through the time and the enjoyment of raising your beloved Duskull into a Dusclops, if you just see like a Dusclops walking around, well, floating around in the wild, you know, I think that's what I'm kind of saying. Like that's what I find a little bit, like, it's cool in one way, right? But it takes the feeling of rarity out of these Pokemon. It takes like the feeling of kind of specialness or like effort out of them, I guess. I think that's like a little bit of a shame. Well, now I'm thinking of more stuff for my wish list. The other thing that like I would love is like make it more battle oriented. I found like most of Pokemon Scarlet, you didn't really, you just ended up not even finding the trainers. Like I still now, playing the game years later, I'm still on the same file, might I add, I'm still like finding trainers that I haven't beaten, and I'm like, oh hi, what are you doing here? And they're like, let me send out my level 18 Numel, and I'm like, okay, here's my level 90 Cloyster that's gonna fucking send you to the Shadow Realm in about half a second, you know? So like, a lot of the time they seem so insignificant, you know, because you don't even need to fight them to level up. Like in this game, I'm fighting all the trainers because if I don't, I'm not gonna level my ass up, and I'm gonna freaking eat shit and die. So, but in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that's not a concern, right? So you're not as concerned with, and they don't block you. There's no way of them like blocking your way or blocking your path like they they can in this game. So like, especially in that case, there's, did I even get the Flash tip? I didn't fucking get that Flash HM. I didn't fucking go through Diglett Cave and get the Flash HM. When were you going to tell me? You didn't even tell me this? You didn't even think that it was important to tell me that I never actually got the Flash HM? Anyway, so I would like trainers, like battling trainers, to be more relevant in the overworld of the game, but also to be able to re-battle them. Like, I found that like now playing, like, I remember back in the day, like whatever happened to the summertime cookouts, right? Like I remember back before the days of the Versus Seeker in Ruby and Sapphire, it was really handy because like you'd be able to go ahead and like fight trainers again. They'd get stronger. You'd be able to fight them again. They'd get stronger, and you'd be able to level up and just have a more challenge with them, right? So, like, I think that's a little bit that's a little bit disappointing when you can't actually do that, or when like the everyday trainers around the place. And as well, like in Scarlet and Violet, I'm like going off now. Like as well in Scarlet and Violet, the fact that they're all just student, well, most of them are. We have like a couple that aren't, but almost all of them are just like, oh, I'm student. And they're like they come in all shapes and sizes, right? That's beside the point, all of the students. But I'm just kind of like, there's just this lack of kind of what makes it feel like a real world, compared to like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, where you have like these random guys like chefs and taxi drivers and all of this kind of stuff, you know, which just made it feel like a society, I guess. Maybe that's why I kind of like I feel like if Wind and Waves is like Kitakami, it'll be a great game. Like, I'll put it that way, both in terms of what the world looks like, what the story's like, all of that kind of stuff. I think if Wind and Waves takes a leaf out of the, is it the Indigo Disc or whatever, out of the Kitakami's book, then I'll be happy. But like, there's just a couple of things where I feel need to happen, so that the franchise, like, so that the main storyline games respect like the grown-up players. Do I go and catch the Voltorb now? I think I go and catch the Voltorb now. You can catch it here, right? Maybe I should check my handy-dandy Pokedex first. Pokedex. Where am I going to even find Voltorb? It's like down here somewhere. Number 100, literally? I never realized Voltorb is number 1. Well, there we go. Or is that like the... Is that saying that it's in the freaking power plant? Don't make me go all the way back to Viridian Forest and catch a Pikachu just so that it... Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, what are we going to do with this guy? Well, I guess we'll glare at him. Do you think I could just, like, use one bite on it and it wouldn't kill it? Apparently not. At least I know that I'm on the right track now. Is Wiggly going to start disobeying me now because it's level 31 and all I have is the Cascade badge? I have to wait until I beat Erica. Erica. No. So yeah, that's like my wish list, I guess, for Wind and Waves. I think it has the potential to be great. Can I just maybe like throw the Pokeball? Just throw it. I don't know what it is, but I feel excited about this, you know, more than I felt about... What does Alan Grant know? Do I bring in Malkovich? Is this like Malkovich's... I could use Scratch. Scratch surely wouldn't do much. And if all else fails, I'll get Adam Malkovich. I'll get John Malkovich in here to try. Oh, that's perfect. Brilliant. So item, Pokeball. Alright, Walter, where's Grant? You're going the wrong way. But yeah, I feel excited about Wind and Waves. I'm just gonna call you Flashman. Isn't there a Flashman in Mega Man as well? Pretty much for all of it, I think this is the only one that, like, I'll have something else that I can... Spoiler alert, I'll have something that I can teach everything else to, that I care about in terms of flying and surfing and strengthening and stuff. Okay, I think this is about where we end the video after I heal up at this Pokemon Center here. In the beginning of the next video, in between videos, I'll make my way back to Vermilion City so I can go through frickin' Diglett Cave just to get the Flash HM to live in the house that Jack built. So, thanks a million for watching. See you next time. Bye now.